Welcome back to Two Brothers Comics. I'm Nick, and today we're going to take a look at some of the new number ones coming out from now, November 3rd, until the end of the year. One of the most frustrating things for me sometimes is I will miss out on a new title that maybe I would have really liked to have on my pull list, and then you show up on Thursday, Friday, even Saturday sometimes, and they're all gone because of maybe it's a big spec, or maybe comic shops didn't want to take a big chance on a new title. So I decided, let's make a video. Let's talk about the next, several new comic book days. What are some new number ones? These aren't going to include things like Darkhold, Venom number one, or you know what I mean, where they will have the same title and then change up like the last little thing after the colon and then add a number one after it. I'm not going to do all of that. I'm just going to look at some new titles from Marvel, DC, Image, Boom. And I picked out the ones that are going to be the ones I'm most interested in. So let's jump in it and check it out. So let's start off with Hulk number one, Mad Scientist, part 1 of 6. It's going to be coming out, I believe, November 24th. This was delayed a little bit. Obviously, everybody's been hearing about this, so this isn't a big surprise. But Donny Cates, Ryan Ottley on this book. I'm super pumped up about this one. Honestly, just because Ryan Ottley's artwork, I love his artwork. I really like the concept of this, the what if the Hulk exists to protect us from Banner type deal. So I'm very excited about this. The Hulk is obviously a beloved character. Donny does a really good job kicking off series. I mean, Venom was great. Thor's great. Hopefully, the ending, once we get to the ending, maybe in a few years, will hold up to the way he tends to start these books off. And then the next one, let's jump into Captain America Iron Man number 1. This was one, I'm not so sure about the story, to be honest with you guys. It's written by Derek Landy, and, we'll see. But basically, Steve and Tony, they team up, and they're going to go after this bad guy. So we'll see, right? I mean, that's all comic books, going after a bad guy for the most part, right? But what caught me on this one was this beautiful artwork. This Alex Ross cover is just wow, beautiful. I would love to have that in like a virgin, no Captain America, no Iron Man, no Marvel logo, just that. I mean, it's beautiful. Next on the list is going to be Power Rangers Universe number 1. Honestly, I'm not even sure who's writing this one, but it is supposed to explore the true origin of the Phantom Ranger. I'm not a Power Rangers guy. Put this more so on there for some other people. I know Dustin's a bit of a Power Rangers fan, if you haven't noticed, and maybe this is one that might get him back on it. But we'll see. And I do like the cover. I mean, look at all the Red Rangers and stuff. So we'll see. But Power Rangers Universe number 1, November 24th. It's very intriguing, and maybe this is one that you're going to pick up, maybe not, but I want to make you aware. Devil's Reign number 1 from Chip Zdarsky. I've spoken about this a bit before. This is going to be a kind of an event book over the next few months. It comes right out of Chip's current Zdarsky run, or Zdarsky's current Daredevil run. Pretty cool cover. It definitely intrigues me. I do want to read all of the Zdarsky Daredevil run, so I may plan to do that now until this releases December 1st. I don't think we're, maybe right around 30 issues into Zdarsky's run. So that, might take a week to read, if that. So we'll check it out, but this comes out the 1st. Now, you guys know me, I love Star Wars. So again, December 1st, Star Wars Crimson Reign number 1. This is coming out right after the War of the Bounty Hunters. This after the dawn comes the rain. So very intriguing. I'm working my way through War of the Bounty Hunters right now. I told you guys I'm going to read it all at one time, and that's what I wanted to do. And so far, it's been interesting. But this is the follow-up to that. So it looks pretty cool. This is an interesting cover here. But we'll see. Charles Soule does a pretty good job when it comes to Star Wars. So this is one to certainly be on the lookout for. Next on the list is going to come from Image Comics and Mark Miller. December 1st, King of Spies comes out. This one looks very interesting to me. I believe this is part of the Kingsman universe, the Miller world of comics. Very intriguing, okay? And I've really grown to enjoy a lot of the Mark Miller comic books here lately, so definitely worth checking out. It's one I'm definitely going to be checking out for sure, and one I think maybe you guys want to know about. But yeah, Mark Miller does some pretty interesting comics, and like I said, it's really been enjoyable. And then we're going to follow that one up with Batman One Dark Knight number 1 from Jock. So this one's super cool. It's written and drawn by Jock, which is very neat. It's a black label. I love these Elseworld type Batman stories. This is the type of Batman that gets me excited because I feel like they do such a great job with these, and I don't know, maybe a little more freedom than some of the ongoing stuff we're seeing. But this one comes out December 7th. I don't know if it's going to be oversized or not, but I'm you know, I don't really care if it is or not. It is going to be 48 pages, which is, you know, obviously bigger than the normal comic book world. But this one basically is about Batman ending up on the wrong side of town with a bunch of supervillains behind him. It's not like this book is just going to basically cover a one night, you know, like it says, one dark night in Gotham. So we'll see. I mean, that's not really much, but what I will tell you is I'm excited. I really enjoy Jock's artwork, and I believe this might be his writing debut on Batman. I could be completely wrong there, but we'll see. It's something I'm certainly interested in. And then the Scorched #1 from Todd McFarlane. I think everybody kind of has known about this one for a while. How could you not? It comes out December 15th, and basically it is all of the Spawn universe together, and the Spawn universe. So very interesting. You know, we've seen King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, the regular Spawn series, and this is kind of the tie-in of all of that with the Scorched. Now this is one that really excites me because Swamp Thing is a character I really want to jump into, but I've not found one that I truly love or has kind of kept me into it. I did try to read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, and to be frank, and I know a lot of you guys are not going to like this, it didn't just pull me in enough, I think, to keep me interested long enough. But Jeff Lemire is going to be doing this. I love almost everything that Jeff Lemire has written that I've read, and this is really cool. And on top of that, it is a black label, and look at that cover. So that's going to be fantastic. Swamp Thing Green Hell #1. That's listed December 28th as a release date. So we'll see. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. Another big one that was actually supposed to come out today, but it got delayed, is Venom #1. I'm intrigued. It's got Al Ewing, Rom V on it. You know, it looks fine. I didn't really care for Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk. It just got so weird around like issue 26, 27. I've been highly encouraged to go back and kind of finish it off, but we'll see. And you know, I didn't really care for the way Donny Cates' Venom ended. I didn't really care for King in Black, the way that ended. But we'll see where it picks up and kind of see where it takes it. I mean, it could be great. It could not be. And obviously, I think most people know it's already going to be coming out. So I put it on the list, and I do have some high hopes for it. Now, this is one I had no clue was coming out. It is The Thing #1. This is Walter Mosley's, I believe, comic debut. He's an American novelist. And he seems, I read some interviews of him talking about The Thing because I was very interested, because to be quite frank, I didn't know who Walter Mosley was. He seems to really have a love for Silver Age comics. He, as a kid, really enjoyed The Thing. He related to him. So I'm very, very interested to see this, okay? And it looks interesting. From what I've read in the interviews, it seemed, you know, I'm not sure which way he's going to take it, but if he really loves the Silver Age of comics, maybe he'll pull in a lot of that. Maybe we'll get to see a really neat Silver Age type Thing story being told. And then we have just a few more left here. November 10th, What's the Furthest Place from Here, #1 from Image Comics. This is Matthew Rosenberg. Basically, it's a post-apocalyptic coming-of-age story. Who knows what this will actually turn into from a perspective. You know, who knows? Post-apocalyptic stories right now are huge. Who knows? But basically, it is the world's ended. All that remains are gangs of children living among the ruins. And it's, you know, it sounds like it's going to follow this character, Sid. This actually sounds like another comic book from a while ago that they adapted into Netflix. I cannot remember what it was, but it was a bunch of kids and gangs in a post-apocalyptic world. I don't remember the name. Maybe you guys do. I didn't really care for the show. We tried. Maybe the comics were great, but this is one certainly worth kind of putting on your radar, with Tyler Boss and Matthew Rosenberg there. Now, if you love stuff like conspiracy theories and Department of Truth and things like that, this is one I think a lot of people are going to be interested in, regarding the matter of Oswald's body. Just from the title, the concept really excites me. This is Christopher Cantwell's story. It's coming from Boom. So I'm very intrigued by this, as long as, depending on the artwork. I didn't really get to like Department of Truth because of the artwork, but this is one that'll be very interesting. It does come out next week, November 10th, so maybe you get a chance to go ahead and grab that for yourself. But it is certainly a conspiracy theory type book, from what it sounds like, about where is Lee Harvey's Oswald's body. So we'll check it out and see what we think. And then the last one, Star Wars Life Day #1, November 17th. I believe that's the correct date. I don't believe it was delayed anymore, but it could have been. And this is the galaxy's favorite holiday. So happy Life Day. Celebrate the galaxy's favorite holiday with connection of festive tales from all across Star Wars saga. Life Day is a thing that on Han Solo's mind when he and Chewbacca find themselves outgunned and under fire, but Chewie won't give up hope, remembering the lessons of Life Day, past and present. As for Life Day, yet to come, they will have to survive the night first. So we'll see. This is from Kevin Scott. I don't know much about Kevin Scott. I want to say maybe he did some High Republic stuff. I could be wrong. And not necessarily like the individual comic book, but I mean, I think maybe he wrote one of the novels. I could be wrong there. But Star Wars Life Day, it looks interesting. Anything with Chewie and Han, I'm going to check it out. It could be the worst, most disastrous thing in the world, but I hope not. And guys, that is it. Those are the #1s coming out that I'm most excited about. There are certainly some other ones out there from Marvel and DC, some that were part of like weird tie-ins, or like I mentioned earlier, Darkhold, insert character's name #1, and there was a bunch of those. The Death of Doctor Strange, insert character's name. There was a bunch of those too. But these were the ones I was most interested in. Hopefully they helped you guys out. Guys, you are the best part of Two Brothers Comics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it out. And as always, collect your way.